And welcome back to M News. Now, Rusted Keys Don't Work, a book published by Mrs. Cindy Mabaso back in 2008, is a platform on which Cindy examines the dichotomy of life, the paradox it represents to humanity, and more so, the book magnifies to the reader the ineffective tools that we as humans have remained loyal to. Now, Cindy also hosts a workshop called Rusted Keys, where the workshop challenges you to explore your inner being, as well as identify new ways of opening the doors you've been so desperately hoping to unlock, but haven't just been able to figure out why they've remained shut. Well, in the book, Cindy states that in the absence of truth is chaos, a state that renders divinity and creative power useless. She joins us in studio to discuss this further. Cindy, good morning once again.
Good morning, Alicia.
Who is Cindy Mabaso? Tell us a bit about yourself.
Cindy is a mom. Cindy is a sister. Cindy is a preacher of the gospel. Cindy is an author. And Cindy does spend a bit of her time just on coaching people. Yes.
Tell us a bit about Rusted Keys Don't Work. What's behind this name of the title?
I think that the title is based on some personal experience where I literally was just comparing my life to that of my elder sister. And I figured out that there were things that I was missing and I couldn't understand what it was because we're from the same mother. So in my mind, it was almost like who she is, I must become. Her successes must be my successes. And somewhere I lost it. And I think that's where the title of the book comes from, where it was a recognition that there are things that I was doing personally that were not adding value, that were not aligning me to my own personal identity, different from her. And from that perspective, then I realized that until I change these keys, until I change the way I do things, I might just find myself 20 years down the line, exactly in the same space.
Look, Cindy, how would you then classify your book? Is it a self-help? Is it a spiritual? Is it a fictional? I mean, what does one get from your book?
I think for me, Alicia, the book is both, I think it's a personal journey. And when I say personal, I would be lying if I can remove the spiritual part of it, because that's where we speak truth, that's where we speak alignment.
Absolutely.
But I think it is also a very much self-help book, because what it does, it challenges you at a personal level to say, who am I? What have I been doing? What was I born to become?
Absolutely.
And you know, so from that perspective, I think it does have both aspects of the spirituality as well as the self-help that you've got to bring both, so that both are in alignment with who you are, and you are therefore able to unleash the greatness that is hidden inside of you.
You know, that sounds interesting, Cindy. We're currently going through a time, like troubling times for women and children in the country, where men are literally killing their partners. Don't you think that men need more introspection when it comes to this? Would it be a help for them to read such a book?
Definitely it will be, Alicia. It will be. I look at what is happening and I'm saddened to, you know, as a woman, but the reality of the matter is that somewhere in these young men's lives, somebody got missing. There were some fundamental principles of the very truth that I'm talking about,
Absolutely.
of the very greatness that is within themselves, that if that greatness was never inculcated inside of themselves, that they've lost themselves. So for them, how do I show that I'm a good man? How do I show that I'm a macho man? How do I show my control? So it's power, but that power has been misplaced. So in my view, I can tell you that the aspects of the book would definitely just help a lot of men out there as well, because it's not gender sensitive.
It's not gender based.
Yes. Yes.
All right. Well, I hope some of the men out there are definitely listening to that. The book is called Rusted Keys Don't Work. I hope you're going to leave me that copy. But
I will.
Cindy, I quoted this before we went to the break. You say that in your book, the absence of truth is chaos. Please elaborate further.
The absence of truth is chaos. And when I talk truth, I'm talking truth that defines who you are from a purpose point of view. So in the absence of that truth, in the absence of you receiving you for who you are, understanding what your power is, understanding that you were never born by mistake, that you were in the plan right from the foundations of the earth. When all of that is gone, then you are almost like on a trial and error kind of life, where you would be dependent on a lot of external people or external stimuli that confirms who you are. So for me, that becomes the very beginning of the absence of truth, the absence of knowing who I am as a person, so that I can then, in the knowing, positively so I hope, that in that knowing, I can begin to influence life with a perspective that says, I'm born to be great, I'm born to make a difference in somebody else's life. And obviously, I'm born to enjoy my life as well.
Absolutely. Cindy, where can people get your stunning book?
People can contact my office directly on 083-504-2505. They can also follow me on Facebook, which is Cindy Mabaso International. And they can also check details on our website, which is cindyinternational.com.
I'm giving you a pen to sign that copy for me. Thank you so much, Cindy. Keep on doing the inspirational work. Thank you so much for joining us. That was Mrs. Cindy Mabaso, who is an author of Rusted Keys Don't Work, a personal journey, spiritual journey book that she has published. Go out and get yourself a copy. It promises to be something of a great read.